What's up, dudes? Chooch back with another video. Today I'm out here ripping on this bad boy in some deep snow, man, and we are just plowing through this, man. This is so much fun. And getting down to where I can actually like do some spins and really like do some drifts in the snow. And I'm telling you, if you just want like a snow toy, that is just a full reason to buy one of these. And not to mention you can ride it literally right out of the snow and go full off-road with this thing. You can ride it on everything. It is the coolest thing in the world, and this takes it just to a new level. Like, this tire is just perfect for snow riding, guys. On the road, it is, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, on the road, this tire is it's a little bit different. You can get used to it, but it's not something you would want to ride on the road, as much as the stock tire. But it is a ton of fun in the snow and in the mud, as you've seen in the other videos. But the mud is the one problem for this thing, because the mud tends to cake up in there. The mud will stick up in the top of this thing. But with snow, it's no problem at all, just because it's just gonna melt out. And that's like the biggest thing. It's not going to really just get in there and cause a problem. It's just going to eventually sling out of there with those big knobs on that tire. Unlike mud, where mud has that consistency of like polymer clay, where it just cakes in there and grabs everything and locks it up. So this was fine. I've done really no waterproofing at all to this thing, and there's no issue really with riding these things like this. The motherboard's pretty much waterproofed, and the batteries, they can get splashed with some water. And it's just the connectors, you don't want the connectors to get wet. And I'm taking a chance doing this, but I really don't see it as causing too much of a problem, if you just do this every now and then, but you are taking a risk for sure, with the electronics and everything in there. But with my future wheels, I'm actually just going to try to waterproof it. What we used to do with the the RC cars back in the day is we would take the entire batteries and get like a big party balloons, like big, just like party balloons you'd put helium in, and we would literally stretch them around the entire battery and then zip tie it at the end right there. And that's what I'm going to do with the batteries on my brand new wheel I just got. So I'm going to zip tie, basically I'm going to put balloons around them, the biggest balloons I can get, the thickest balloons I can get, maybe like those punching bag balloons or whatever, and put those around the entire battery and then zip tie it off, because the batteries, these batteries don't really, there's no reason not to do that, they don't really need to breathe or anything like that, it's all enclosed energy in there, so I think that's going to be something that'll probably work out, and the motherboards are already sprayed and waterproof. I don't think you really want to go putting a balloon around the motherboard. You could do that on the RC cars, you've seen those little like RC Jeeps and stuff where they're driving them in rivers and everything like that, and they're waterproof now, but they used to not be. And so what you would do is you'd pack the axles full of marine grease, and then you would basically, like I said, grease everything up, and then make sure all the ports and everything were covered in silicone, and then everything else that you could, like the ESC, the electronic control board, the batteries, you put them in balloons and zip tie them off. So we'll see, and I'm going to try to go as far as I can with that on a new wheel and test all that out, and go full waterproof on it, and even like put a little bit of silicone around the actual motor on the bottom and everything as well, and fully waterproof it. So and I'm gonna try to like submarine this thing. I don't advise you doing it, but we're gonna see how far we can take it with the with some waterproofing techniques. But anyways, dude, this thing is absolutely. You can look at this knobby right here. You can even hear it. Just listen to this thing just rolling on the road. It's great, man. Through all that slush on the road, everything. And I had it super pumped up right here. I had like, I'm not kidding you, I was running the highest PSI I've ever run in a tire, just because I had to slime this tire. I had 2 punctures in this tube, and it kept losing air. And the only way that this thing would hold air for some reason is just pumping it up like mad with a ton of tire slime in it. And so I had like 40 pounds of pressure in this thing. Not this wheel right here. So I wanted to put this in here too. So this was from a recent ride as well, with a little bit of off-roading. And so for my trail riding and stuff, I don't take that knobby tire on the trails out here. The stock tire can manage on trails and slick stuff and ice and stuff like this, but it's definitely not quite as good as the knobby tire is, you know. But on the hard pack stuff, it's a little bit better, you know. So it's kind of a trade-off of really what there is. And on a lot of these trails like this, for instance, like this hard pack stuff right here, the stock tire is actually really, really good for it. You know, it really rides well in this situation. But just going over the snow and slush is when you'd really want that knobby tire, you know. But this is my M Super Pro that I'm riding right here. That other wheel, as you know, that's the M Super X. That's the old one from like 2019. This is the newer one right here. As you see, I got the Clark pads Gen 2 on here. You can get those, link in the description below. I'm rocking the Clark pads on 2 of my wheels. I have a new set of side pads on the way I'm super excited about. I got a sweet custom wheel I'm working on that I'm going to show you guys very soon. And I got another wheel that's on the way, brand new wheel. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but that's coming. Actually, 2 new wheels. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe, guys, and we got some great content on the way. I just went back through and updated all my links. I noticed the eWheels link was down, guys. So everything, all the links should be up to date down below, where you can get anything from Amazon, where you can get all the wheels, everything like that. And I see there's a lot of traction for you guys over at the eRides. You know, that's the global seller. I work with eWheels mainly, but that's for the US market, you know. And there's a lot of clicks from eRides where y'all don't use the link to click to buy your wheels. So if you're gonna be buying a wheel, you know, from overseas or whatever, don't hesitate. The eRides link does work, you know, and that is something that I will get a kickback on if y'all choose to buy. You know, if you're over in Europe, if you're in London, and you know, wherever it may be, you know, and you're trying to get a wheel, Canada, so use that eRides UK link and you'll get 5% off. But anyways, guys, this off-road show right here was just really technical and really fun. I really enjoyed this off-road section right here, and the high torque really shines because you have you have a lot of braking power, and this thing just really just works. You know, if you work with this machine, it's just incredible on trails like this, you know, and it's so much fun. You know, it opens up a whole new window of a way to get around the world, and it's phenomenal. You know, being able to just brake and being able to just rotate and turn and then go over this obstacle and hop over that obstacle. I mean, it really is so much fun, and this is part of stopping on all those trails up to Wyoming and whatnot. You know, I wanted to interlace this in here in case people wanted to see, you know, all the different terrain that these can handle. The links below, guys, take you straight to eWheels and eRides UK. So eWheels is where you're going to want to go for everybody in the USA and Canada, and extremely fast shipping, extremely reliable customer service. eWheels is the best. And for everybody overseas and everywhere else other than the United States and Canada, go with eRides UK. They will get you set up. The links below, guys. Use the code CHOOCH5 and you can get a discount from eRides UK as well. You can also get an instant $20 discount from Lazy Rolling. So all the jackets that I wear, they're Kevlar aligned and they're armored. So if you do go down, you know, you got some protection there. They're easy to throw on, and I really swear by them. Use code CHOOCH at checkout for your $20 off. If y'all enjoyed the video, press that red subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one.